Like all things in life, this trip has come to an end as well. We flew back from Phuoc to Ho Chi Minh City, spent one day relaxing, and rearranged all the luggage so that we are ready for the international flight back to Mumbai. Ride back to Ho Chi Minh International Airport is calm. It was a sunny day. We carried our luggage, 2 large bags and 2 sacks. All in all, I think total 40 kilos. Grab is 30 to 40% more expensive on the return journey back to Ho Chi Minh International Airport. Also, they were not easy to find on the weekend morning. Probably it was a rush hour. It's not that hard to find out your gate on Ho Chi Minh International Airport. We carried our bags. There was hardly any checking. You can print your tickets if your airline allows as soon as you enter the airport. If you're carrying expensive goods that you have purchased in Vietnam, you have ability to either check in those goods in your baggage, which goes under the plane, or you can carry them in your cabin bags. Obviously, rules apply for lithium batteries and other goods. Rules on how to declare at customs is shown on this board. You can translate those. For any goods that you have spent more than almost $80 to $90, you can get a VAT refund. You have to present your invoice come VAT refund receipt. So this is a separate receipt, and your goods that you have purchased to the customs officer here along with your passport. The officer will look at all the things and then stamp your VAT refund form. Many tourists don't know the process and they never get the VAT refund forms, the proper forms from the seller at all. After getting stamped, you have two options. Either you're submitting your goods in your checked-in luggage or you're carrying them on board with you. If you're checking them in, you can get the refund here before checking in the goods in your luggage. Basically, tax refund officer will need your goods, your stamped receipt, for him to be able to issue you the refund. Depends on what you bought. So if you have bought something that does not have lithium batteries, you can check in the goods, so you can get the tax refund here itself. However, if you're not planning to check in your stuff because it has lithium batteries, then you can get the form stamped but get the tax refund near your lounge. I didn't know the process properly. The language was a hurdle as well, and the internet did not have the correct information either. So I missed on the refund. We printed our tickets, checked in the check-in baggage here at the counter, and moved on to the security. All the while assuming that we'll get refund near our lounge. Like everywhere else, the airport has plenty places where you can buy goodies, your last minute souvenir shopping, etc. And also there are many places where you can eat if you're hungry. So while I look through the items and purchase something for myself, I'll reiterate the process for your VAT refund. You can get VAT refund on an international airport leaving Vietnam if you are a foreign tourist. You need to have purchased an item for more than 2 million Vietnamese dong. That means around 80 to 90 US dollars. Now you can get the refund of the VAT that you have paid while purchasing the goods that are over 80 to 90 US dollars. To be eligible to get the VAT refund, first of all, you need to have your invoice cum VAT refund declaration form. This form you can get from the seller in Vietnam. And obviously, if you intend to get the VAT refund, you need to choose your seller wisely. So you need to have the seller who issues these forms. So carry your forms, carry your invoice that you've paid to the seller and the goods in separate bag while entering the airport. Go to the customs counter that I showed earlier and declare your goods there. Custom officer will inspect the goods, inspect the invoice cum VAT refund declaration form, and once everything is in order, he will stamp that form. Once this is done, you have two options. Either you can carry your goods in your check-in bag, check in that luggage to the airplane, or you can carry those goods in your carry-on baggage, which you will put in overhead cabin. Now it depends on where you're putting the goods, you get the refund at two different places. If you plan to check in your baggage, then you get the refund before entering the security itself, here just besides the customs declaration cabin. You need to ring a bell and the tax refund guy will show up. If your stamped form is in order and all things are there, the tax refund will be issued to you. On the contrary, if you are carrying your goods in your cabin bag, certainly they will have lithium battery or they are expensive and you want them to be with you, then you can continue to security, get through the security, and by then you must have checked in your other baggage as well. Now you can go to your lounge. Near your lounge there is a tax refund counter. These are the goods that you are going to carry in your cabin bag, so you can get your tax refund there. But that's after security, so you need to ensure that you have stamped form before going through the security. That's it. Just like that, you could save roughly 100 to 200 US dollars if you have purchased some expensive item in Vietnam. While trying to figure out customs and tax refunds, I lost my wallet in security. Yep, right there, somewhere. But thankfully, while going towards the gate, I frisked my pocket and found out that wallet is missing. I went back to the security and Vietnamese security at Ho Chi Minh airport was great. They had kept the wallet, they identified my belongings from my name on passport, looked at the debit card, looked at the driving license, and they returned my wallet. We took rest at the gate for some time and then it was time to board. Boarding was normal. We always choose extra leg space at emergency exit. In Vietjet, or for that matter in Thai Airways or Southeast Asian airlines, we can choose extra leg space while booking the ticket itself. You can find out from the airplane's make and model as to which seats are extra leg space. They are at extra cost, but not more than $10 or $15 per seat if we pre-book it.
Và mở bằng cách nhấc đầu khóa. Thu âm phạt từ đến cực lại. Khi tín hiệu cài dây an toàn sáng, quý khách hãy trở về chỗ ngồi và cài dây an toàn. Whenever the seatbelt áo phao được đặt ở cùng giữa hai ghế, quý khách lưu ý không lấy áo phao ra khỏi vị trí khi không có thông báo của tiếp viên. The life vest is located under the seat. First dive on business seat is located underneath the center armrest. Passengers are requested not to use the life vest for this location unless instructed by cabin crew. Trong trường hợp phải hạ cánh khẩn cấp trên nước, quý khách lấy áo và choàng vào đầu. In case of emergency issues, we use it. Slip it over your head like this. Vòng dây quạt eo, cài khóa và thắt chặt dây. Clip on the waistband and pull it tight. Quý khách làm phồng áo phao tại cửa thoát hiểm bằng cách giật mạnh thẻ đỏ. At the exit, before leaving the aircraft, pull the red tag to inflate your life vest. Nếu áo phao không phồng lên, quý khách có thể làm phồng áo phao bằng cách thổi vào miệng van. If it fails to inflate, blow into the tubes. Ngoài ra, trên áo phao còn có một đèn và còi để thu hút sự chú ý trong trường hợp cứu nạn. There is a light and a whistle to attract attention. Trên máy bay có 8 cửa thoát hiểm. Xin quý khách lưu ý.
Watch me using the security booklet as my paper fan because air condition was not on when the plane was getting ready to start taxiing. They turned it on when the engine actually started and we started taxiing towards the runway.
Leave your hand luggage. Nếu có khói trong phòng khách, quý khách hãy cúi thấp người và đi theo phía đèn thoát hiểm đến cửa thoát hiểm gần nhất. If there is smoke in the cabins, please bend low and follow the emergency lights to the nearest exit. Quý khách vui lòng đọc bản hướng dẫn an toàn được đặt ở tủ ghế phía trước. Please read the safety information card bestowed in the luggage and follow it carefully. Xin cảm ơn.
We booked the meals for the flight as well. The plane and the equipment itself is very old. Tray tables were not in the best of the shapes. The Coke can or water cup would slide down. After the 5 hours flight, we were back to Mumbai. This was almost midnight since we were trying to cheap out on the tickets. Had to wait for a long time at luggage belt to grab the luggage from the VietJet flight. With that, the trip to Vietnam has come to an end. We are back in Mumbai. Rest of the night was uneventful. We picked up our luggage, went home with sweet memories of this international travel. You can subscribe and turn on the notifications because we had the next trip and I'll upload those videos as well soon.
मला वाटतं आपलं जास्त आवडतं है ना?